Okay, we're recording now.
Okay, very good. So we'll start off with last week's summary. Okay, so it's been payday for Zoe's mom. So the refrigerator is stocked with food, which, slowly goes down as the month goes on. But when Zoe comes home from school, the refrigerator is full. And she looks inside and her favorite food is there, coffee flavored yogurt. And she said, "Oh my gosh, I feel like my old competent mom is back." And she knows I love coffee yogurt. And then she goes, the next chapter is she's picking up her baby brother, Hector, from the pizza pit where her mother works. And her mother's good friend and waiter is Connor. And Connor starts showing Zoe his tattoo that he got when he was in Peru. And he tells her that it's the moment when everything is suddenly clear. And that's when he got this tattoo. It meant so much to him. And Zoe thinks back about what Connor just said, and you begin to start to wonder if maybe you do have a choice about what kind of person you are. So we're going to start our book now, and we're going to be opening up to where her mom is getting home from work, okay? And it's really late, you guys. It's after 11 p.m. when my mom gets home from work. I'm lying in bed, mostly because the TV show that Lenny's grandfather has been watching is the one with the news guy that's angrier than all the other news guys. And it makes me feel like the whole country is just minutes away from exploding. Lenny, mom's boyfriend, is in his bedroom and is probably organizing my mom's clothes for her. Still, I don't feel like going to sleep. And when I hear my mom get home, I tiptoe past my brother and sister, Bryce and Aurora, and I push open the door into the main room. I don't see my mom, though Frank is still watching that show. This time it's a secret government drone conspiracy that's going to make everything go up in flames. And he doesn't even notice me. I cross the room to see if mom's around, and maybe she's in the entryway. Her coat is there, tossed on the washing machine, but I don't see mom. And then I hear her voice coming through the wall. She's already in the bedroom with Lenny. I peek behind the corner at Frank. He's still soaking up this drone conspiracy like a rebel army might show up at our door asking him to join up. But he need to have memorized all the details from the show to ride off into the sunset with him. He has definitely not noticed me. I slip back behind the corner and I climb up into the washing machine next to my mom's coat. Then, with my unblinking octopus eye, I peer through that little lightsaber hole. My mom is still wearing her pizza pit uniform, and she hasn't gotten very far in the room. She's frozen, watching Lenny. Lenny is organizing his drawer of undershirts. Maybe he's already done with her shirts, and he's keeping his voice low. That's probably so he doesn't wake up the baby Hector, who's sleeping in the crib in the corner. But there's something about him that's kind of twitchy. And then I make out what he's talking about. He's talking about yogurt. You could get a pound of ground beef for a price of two of those yogurts, and they're so small. I ate one, it was gone in 3 bites. I know, my mom whispers, but they're healthy and the kids love them. So you're saying I'm some kind of horrible kid-hating person just because I don't like them? You're always trying to make things into an argument. He unfolds the shirt and starts folding it from the beginning again. My mom didn't say he hated us, did she? Isn't she just being the competent kind of mom who gets her kids yogurt? I don't mean it like that. It's just that I want to be able to, you want to be able to tell the kids that it's my fault that they have to eat hamburgers instead of that stupid yogurt? Fine, go ahead, go wake them up. I bet they'll thank me. His voice, I didn't know a quiet voice could be that piercing. My mom doesn't say anything. Her head is down, and when I look closer, I realize my mom is crying. Oh, poor baby, Lenny's saying. Turn on the waterworks and see if that helps. But sorry, you're not going to manipulate me that way. And suddenly I realize it doesn't matter what my mom actually says to him. He's not going to take any part of it seriously. My old mom was competent before, but it wasn't enough. Her confidence has been sucked out of her, like she's been left bone dry. My mom still doesn't say anything in response. Her chest is heaving, but she's not making a sound. Lenny walks over to my mom like he's going to console her. He stops right next to her, his nose practically in her ear. If you didn't have me to take care of you, you'd be out in the street. and no one cares about a chick in the street. My mom is trying to get hold of her breathing, like she's trying to say something. Oh, spare me the drama. You always have to have the last word, don't you? Well, sorry, I'm not going to stick around for it. You're such a joke. His words ring in my ears, but all I can see is my mom hunched over, trying desperately to calm down enough to say something. When she finally manages to, it comes out in a whisper. I know. Something inside of me, I feel something crumbling. Those two whispered words are too much for me. But just then, Lenny heads for the door right next to where I'm sitting on the washing machine. He can't see me there. I curl up closer to the wall, but there's hardly any need. He shoots out of the bedroom. It's like a cannon. And a second later, he's already at the refrigerator. Quickly, I slip off the washing machine. And when his head is stuck in the fridge, I dart back across the room. He stands up just as I reach my bedroom door. What are you doing up? He snaps. It's like his voice from his back of the bedroom when he was in the bedroom is still kicking around. I had to go to the bathroom, I mumble. I quickly slide into the dark bedroom and close the door behind me. When I get into my room, I curl up on the mattress and shut my eyes tight. Maybe I can just go to sleep. Maybe I can pretend that everything is fine, except that I know where my old mom went to now. Lenny stuffed her into a box and locked it tight. I stare at the glow of the Mickey Mouse nightlight. It's been with us in all the gross apartments we've ever been in. It was even there in the months I'd like to forget, when there was no apartment and all of our stuff was in the back of a car. Lenny was supposed to make everything better because I was so sure that the most important thing in the world was having a good, safe, stable place to stay. I try to breathe in, out. Come on. Even when the oxygen levels drop in the ocean, Octopus can still do it. In, out. I push up into my fist and reach through the pile of stuff on the floor between my mattress and the wall. Finally, I pull out a black magic marker Sharpie. And the glow of the Mickey Mouse nightlight, I make my way across the room and slip behind the curtains to stand against the window where the glow is coming instead from the next door neighbor's porch light. And there, I tug my shirt aside to reveal my shoulder, and I start drawing my very own octopus, too, with strong tentacles lined with suckers and an unblinking eye that stares everyone else down, because this is my moment when everything is suddenly clear. I'm not going to be like my mom. I'm not going to let anybody mess with me. When an octopus sends up its spray of ink, it means business. It's going to throw off that predator, and then it's going to escape. And nobody is better escape artist than an octopus. When I get to the pizza pit on Thursday afternoon, my baby brother Hector is being held by Connor and getting cooed at by a table of old ladies. Even though I'm there on a mission, it seems wrong to take Hector away from them. So I take a seat at the usual employee table and listen as they call it, Mr. Handsome Pants, and he squeals in happiness. When Connor finally brings Hector over to where I'm sitting, the old ladies are still playing peekaboo with him over Connor's shoulder. When did you get here? Connor asked as he slides in across from me. Did the bell on the door even ring? I must be losing the hosting touch if I missed that completely. Connor hands Hector to me as Hector lets out a cackle of glee. I glance over at the old ladies and see one of them reappearing from behind a napkin. I bite back a smile and turn to Connor. You were pretty well occupied. All right, so what do you think? Connor says. Let's play our game again. You're in Siberia by yourself, but you can listen to all of your favorite music. Or you're in a mosh pit at a concert where they keep playing your most hated song over and over again. Easy, I say. I'd rather be in Siberia. What? If it's for 10 years? Still easy, I say. We're talking about the Barbie girl song that plays every time Lenny gets to the part in his video game where the lady comes out. Nothing would get me to choose the mosh pit. Connor surveys me with his finger to his lip, like he now has to send all of his mosh pit extras home. Fair enough, he says. I glance towards the kitchen door. What's my mom doing? Oh, she decided we needed to do an extra scrub down at the bay where we make the salads, so she's tackling that. Do you know what her work schedule is like for the next week? I asked. Connor nods. Same as mine. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. I exhale. How am I going to make this work? What's up? Connor asked. What are you thinking about? I shake my head. Oh, it's stupid, I say. Connor leans forward and points his finger at me until it almost touches my nose. You're not stupid. So whatever you're thinking about can't be stupid. Now tell me. I open my mouth, but close it again. Did I really think that the after-school debate club could be my ticket out? How am I going to be an escape artist, Octopus, if I can't even say it out loud? I take a deep breath. Well, it was this after-school activity. And your mom at work, so you can't do it? Well, yeah, but there's a teacher at school who will drive me to pick up Bryce and Aura at the bus stop, but that doesn't help me pick up Hector. But that's just 15 minutes. Well, it's 20 or 25 minutes if you count the time it takes me to get Bryce and Aurora off the bus and walk back here with them. Okay, so it's 25 minutes, Connor says. Still, I shake my head. Well, but it's not like Ricky's going to let my mom move her whole shift back 25 minutes just for some stupid after-school activity. No, Connor says, but I could watch Hector until you get here for free, he adds. But why would you? Because the more you call this after-school activity stupid, the more I think it's required for you to do it. What days does it meet? I study the shaker of red pepper flakes. Every day except Tuesday, I say. This teacher is kind of intense. I glance up to see him smiling. That's the best kind of teacher. My mom pushes through the kitchen doors, wiping her hands on her apron. Good news, Connor says. We figured out a way for Zoe to do an after-school activity that she needs to do. My mom cocks her head. How? Connor jumps in. I'm going to get to play with Hector until Zoe can get here. My mom looks between us a few times like she's trying to figure out what the trick is. I take a deep breath. I just need you to give permission for my social studies teacher to give me a ride to Bryce and Aurora's bus stop when it's over. I'll be able to pick them up just like normal. She peers at me. So there are people bending over backwards to make this happen? Yeah, I don't know why. I glance at Connor. It's just an after-school activity. My mom shrugs. Well, if you want to do that, it's fine with me. Nothing's going to change too much. She looks at Connor. Are you sure? You know we can't pay you. Connor smiles wide. Couldn't be more sure. And now he smacks the table as his eyes light up. It's all set. He leans closer and whispers, look out. Your stupid after-school activity. Here comes Zoe. Connor, my mom says, it looks like your table's ready to pay. Do you want me to take care of it for you? Connor shakes his head. I got it. Then he looks at me. When does this all start? I bite my lip. Monday. Great, he says. Great, I think. Like, isn't it great? I just signed up to voluntarily gnaw off my own arm. My mom sits down to where Connor was before and starts rolling silverware into napkins. The wrinkles across her forehead are deeper than they used to be. Thanks for buying us yogurt, I blurt out. What? She says, startled. Oh, yeah, that. It's really good, I say, and it's healthy too. My teacher for health class loves to talk about how good yogurt is for you. My mom nods absently. My teacher also said it's not good to eat too much red meat. My mom's eyes slowly work over to me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying that if you want to buy yogurt, no one should be allowed to stop you. My mom's eyes narrow to a full-on glare, her jaw tight. She grabs the finished silverware rolls and stands up without a word and walks away. A moment later, the kitchen doors swing shut behind her, and she's gone. She's never going to step into the dairy aisle again, is she? My mom thinks that nothing's going to change too much. It's up to me to prove she's wrong. Okay, you guys, I want to stop there because there's a lot going on here. And